In my head at night, I pray to God watch over me, cause I ain't living right. Reminiscing how I told you that.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here today our topic is the 2020 Toyota Camry TDR faster than the Honda Accord? Now everybody should know. Well, if you don't know, let me explain. Majority of the time, from ever since I know myself and know about cars, the Honda always faster than the Camry. But since this is something new, 2020 Toyota Camry TDR, this is a total different vehicle. It's more like sporty. The TDR is more sport. So let's find out. I have this article. Let me read it out to you. It said the Camry isn't usually what comes to mind when you think of sporty Toyotas. However, the Toyota Camry TDR goes some way to rectify that. But how does it stack up against one of its main sedan rivals, the Honda Accord? Specifically, the most powerful version of the Accord. YouTube team Throttle House wanted to find out. All right, how do the 2020 Toyota Camry TRD and the 2020 Honda Accord Touring 2.0 T compare on paper? Alright, this looks good. Alright, admittedly, the 2020 Honda Accord Touring 2.0 T isn't exactly the performance trim. For example, it doesn't have the Civic Type R adaptive suspension or limited slip differential, but it does have a detuned version of the Civic Type R 2.0 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine in the sedan. It makes 252 horsepower and 273 pounds-feet of torque. Car and driver's report. So it looks, it looks pretty, it looks good, yeah. Alright, the Honda Accord Touring 2.0 T doesn't have the hot hatch manual, but it does have a smooth shifting and responsive 10-speed automatic motor trend reports. It's not quite as fast as the Civic Type R. In car and driver testing, the Accord needed 5.5 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour. The CTR did it in 5.0 seconds. However, the two cars have the same 5 to 60 times, 6.1 seconds. And here's the Toyota. Okay, the 2020 Toyota Camry TDR modification are less about horsepower than handling. MT reports compared to the base Camry, it has a lower ride height, shifter shocks with TDR specify valving, new spring and bump stop, and stiffer stabilized bar. The sedan also have additional chassis brace, a catback exhaust, a return steering rack, larger brakes, and lighter wheels wrapped in Bridgestone Penteza summer tires. That's on top of the rear spoiler, front splitter, and body kit. Now here's the 2020 Toyota Camry TDR. It's a reasonable price, sports. Alright, down here it said, however, Toyota Camry TDR is the cheapest V6 power Camry. It's a 3.5 liter V6, makes 301 horsepower and 267 pound-feet of torque, and is linked to an 8-speed automatic. It's about 170 pounds heavier than the Honda Accord car and driver reports. So it hits 60 miles per hour 0.1 seconds slower. However, it's one of the few cars whose rolling 5 to 60, aka the real world acceleration time, closely match its 0 to 60 time. Throttle house testing method. Let's go down. To be fair, it's unlikely that people buy sedans like the Camry or Honda Accord for outright performance. There are upcoming Corollas hot hatch and the Civic Type R/Civic Si for that. However, the existence of the Toyota Camry TDR suggests that there are at least some interested buyers. And while MT reports the Camry TDR's strength are best demonstrated on an autocross course, straight line performance is also a common comparison metric. With all that in mind, Throttle House ran 2 1/4 mile drag race. The first was a tropical standing start race, and the second was a rolling race. Normally, the first turned into a launch control and traction compression, and the second is all about engine and transmission turning. However, neither the Accord nor the Camry has launch control. Wow. Instead, these races are about horsepower and torque. The Honda Accord has more torque and more of its low RPMs. The Toyota Camry TDR has more horsepower, but it's have to rev high to fully exploit it. Plus, the Camry's 8-speed automatic is somewhat struggleish, the drive reports. Did the Toyota Camry TDR wins, or did the Honda Accord Touring 2.0 T wins? Alright, they have a video, and I guess it's on YouTube of it. I'm not gonna play that video, but I will read the last of this. I think this is the last of it. Not too sure. Let me go back up. Alright, so he said yeah, here it is. Throttle House race were fairly close, especially the rolling start race. Unfortunately, in both cases, the 2020 Honda Accord Touring 2.0 beats the 2020 Toyota Camry TDR. Of course, I knew that all my life. Honda always been faster than Toyotas, and that's just facts. Toyotas is just slower, and it's more reliable. That's the number one car that's more reliable than any cars. No matter what you put against the Toyotas, the Japanese. No matter what car you put against the Toyotas, in reliability, they always come out on top. They're not really sporty, they're not really fast, but you could beat them with anything else. But one thing you will not beat them with is reliability. So this whole topic, basically, the Honda Accord wins the Toyota Camry TDR, hands down. So that's it. I'm gonna cut this video short. I mean, that was the whole concept of this video. Which one is faster between the Honda Accord? Between the 2020 Honda Accord Touring 2.0 T and the 2020 Toyota Camry TDR. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate the love and the support. Have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed day. Stay safe out there, and don't forget to vote. Your vote really counts. Go ahead and vote, guys. Peace, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Get into the money, get into the money, get into it. Get into the money, get into the money, get into it. Get into the money, get into the money, get into it. Get into the money.